What's going on, guys? It's Mark from Illuminator's Workshop, and I'm bringing to you today another market watch. If it's Wednesday, that's what's happening in the workshop. Thank you so much for joining me today. We did make an update on the YouTube that OBS just didn't want to record my screen last time. So I gave you a little hint on Rapunzel, and we're just going to get right into it. We're looking at the Lorcana Disney Fable booster boxes. About $127 right now. These are going to be over the price of your local game store, so I wouldn't pick these up. There is a leak right now that there possibly is a short print of this set, and a lot of stores are saying that they're only getting 1/3 of what they ordered. That is something to look at. I don't think it's going to be a huge effect. I think the main thing is that on that day, get your product. Make sure you text or message your local game stores immediately to secure your space on at least a box and a trove. I think that'll get you there. Next card from the set, Fabled. We're looking at Dumbo, Ninth Wonder of the Universe. Do not buy the pre-sales. This is not going to be a $60 card, in my opinion. If it is, you don't want to buy it. The pre-sale is just a bad take. Most of the time, it goes down 20 to 30%. So we're looking at like a $40 card, I think. Maybe $45 at most. And definitely don't buy this. Cold foil for $100. My God. And I just want to go through some of the high to lows right here. Max Goof, $50. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that. This card could possibly not even be good this format because there aren't that many songs. I see this possibly even going down to $15. Powerline is literally a structure deck card. It's going to be $4. Don't do that. Hades Infernal Schemer, if you're going to spend $20, buy the original print. That's how much it is. This Lilo is interesting. It's a super rare. I don't see it being more than $10 max. And this Magic Feather, this is interesting, but again, don't buy any of these. I just wanted to let you know. And now to the cards you want to see impacting the meta and the future cards. Yizma, if you were banging with us in the workshop before, you would have seen the Yizma was $3 a few weeks ago. Again, $3 we were talking about this Yizma, and now it's $20. So if you were working hard in the workshop, you got your money's worth. Yes! $20 for this Yizma. If you have fewer than 3 cards in your hand, draw until you have 3 cards in your hand. This is going to be huge. And a lot of testing, people are seeing that on turn 4 and 5, you're out of cards, right? So refilling and be able to impact the board is going to be huge. You don't want to be in top deck mode, especially against the big blue decks. Their top decks are probably going to beat your top decks. They're going to be able to out a lot of the things that you're not going to. So we'll see how this Yizma does in testing. It is a 3/3, so a lot of things can take it out, and you're likely to just get the ability once. But I think it could be a really cool card. And if you were with the market watch before, is Rapunzel the High Climber. We talked about it last week, but it's getting bought out. $17.99, basically $18, almost $20 for this Rapunzel. It's an evasive 2/5. Whenever this character quests, chosen opposing character can't quest during their next turn. This is huge. A lot of this format is going to be, you are going to get your quest or your tap ability. Because there's no be prepared, there's no really big board wipe unless you're running Under the Sea with the blue deck. We could see it there, but again, that they don't have singers, so what turn are they going to be able to actually get that done? We don't know. This Rapunzel is awesome, so if you're pulling Reign of Jafar packs, definitely don't put this in your bulk. The other day I went to a shop and I found this in their bulk pile for $2. So yeah, make sure you look at those bulk bins because a lot of stores will just see what the original going rate was. They won't update it for the buyouts, especially the older stores. And again, you want to support your local game stores. You don't want to rip them off. But hey, if you see a deal, you better get it. Another card that everyone's going crazy about is Tiana, Restaurant Owner. I wish I had the hindsight to see this one. And this character is whenever a character of yours is challenged while this character is exerted, the challenging character gets -3 strength until their player pays 3 ink. This could be a blowout card, especially with the Pluto bodyguard with this. it could really make a huge point for your opponent. These were $2 in July. Again, I wish I had the hindsight. But again, you don't know what cards are going to be coming out in these new sets. Without the Aurora 1 cost, this card might still be $3. So it's always good to just have a playset of these really cheap legendaries with impactful abilities, because it will just make your life easier and you won't have to spend $20 and then the hype's going to go down and it's going to be $7 and you're going to waste your money. Don't be that guy or girl. Tamatoa happy as a clam. Hey, good for our wallets, right? Because it's only $25 now. If you didn't have these and you sold them because you were scared about the popsicle not getting reprinted, you came up on like $10-15. So I see this card going down to possibly $18 in my opinion, especially if we don't see an item list sort of reemerge. If we don't see any good item to play for free, then this card isn't going to be very impactful. But, yet again, we don't know what Ravensburger is planning. They might want this set to be a little low on the items, and then the next two sets might be bang. So you just never know. My opinion, wait a little longer, see how the meta goes. If this card doesn't make an impact in the first 2 or 3 weeks, it's going to go down. Especially if there's not a lot of Infinity format events happening, people are going to forget about this card. And then that's when you strike. An awesome card that's going to be one of the main cards to draw stuff, Bulldock Knight. Yes, sir. And it's down a little bit, but it's really been at this $5-6 mark. So it's at the $7. It's creeping up. But look, we're eventually going to get to that $9 mark. We're about $8. And we go down here. We have a wall right here, if you see on the right side, of $41. So that's kind of how you get a idea of what a card's limit could be. Again, someone could buy all these out and it could go up even more, but that's on page 2. If this was page 4 or 5 at 41, it would be a little more interesting. So good news is, if you don't have the money right now and you can't buy docks, it's probably only going to get up to the $9 point. So you have some time, but if you do have the $7, it saves $2. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $8, right? That's enough to go buy another meta card. Speaking of $8, like this Baymax Armor Companion, a card that I think is going to be a sleeper in the new format. It's when you play this character and when he quests, you may remove up to 2 damage from another chosen character of yours, gain 1 lore for each damage removed this way. Baymax is a fan favorite already, and with this ability, and there's going to be challenging, there's going to be a lot of combat, this is going to gain you extra lore, getting the tempo of your game up, and it's going to be able to heal so you can make more valuable trades in your combat. So I think this card's a sleeper. I don't see it going crazy because it does have that really cool, I think it was Nationals or something like that, print, which is like $100 or something bucks. But, we have a 4 wall over here at $11-12. So this, I could see it being like a $15 card eventually, especially if it makes an impact. Definitely a $15 card. Bunch of 1 walls, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Again, 2s, 2s, 1s. Nothing crazy over here. So I would definitely pick these up before they're $15, $16. Elsa, the 5th Spear. We've covered this a couple of times, but hey, this is about a $5-6 card right now. It's going up. It says it's going down. Oh, is this the cold foils? Oh, we're on the cold foils. That's why. $5-6 cold foil. Let's see the normal prints. Oh yeah, still $4. Definitely just get the cold foils. It was in a structure deck, and ask your local game store. A lot of the time, those structure decks are just sitting on the shelves. Their local game store, they're willing to make some deals. Maybe you can get 2 and be like, hey, see, these are 15s. Would you do 2 for 25? Guarantee you they're probably going to say yes. They're not moving anyway, and they want to get these off the shelves. I think it'd be a cool thing. And the next couple of cards are from my awesome support team. If you have a card you want me to discuss, leave it down in the comments below. Thank you for the last people who commented. We're going to look at these. Strength of a Raging Fire. It's about $6 right now. This card is going to be a promo card for the new League Championship set. But right now it's only $6. So if you don't have your steel Strength of a Raging Fires, maybe wait and you can just get these for free at League. especially if you're not playing Steel. It makes no sense really to pick them up. But if you want to play Steel, this is going to be one of the only really good songs coming up. And it quickly gets to $8, right? $9. Do with what you want. Another card that isn't going to be crazy expensive, but I wanted to put it on your radar, is Genie Satisfied Dragon. With the Dumbo, this card becomes busted because the evasive is on your turn only. So you can kind of utilize this to make your Dumbo get some awesome draws, and it's a 3/4. So what's taking this out? You're going to have to Elsa Genie this, and 3 damage is kind of a lot for that. So it's a card I just wanted you to be aware of. Cold foils are going to be about $1 or so. So if you don't have these, I would just pick up the cold foils. Let's see what page 3 is looking at. 44. Okay, yeah, look at that. $3 eventually these bad boys get up to on page 3. And there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 20 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. About 20 or so until they become a $3 cold foil. So if you pull these in your packs or you see somebody pull them and they're just giving them away, get this cold foil Genie. It could be a $3, $4 card. Another Genie card, which is interesting. Thank you, Dom, for letting me know about this card, is Genie Main Attraction. It's only $1, and the effect reads this. While this character is exerted, opposing characters can't ready at the start of their turn. This is an interesting card. It's very tough because it has to be exerted already. So I'm not sure how impactful this is, but the fact that characters couldn't ready could be huge, and the fact that you make a bunch of trades. You could go turn 8 or turn 6 Elsa shift, turn 7 this, and that's kind of where I see the potential of this, where then they can't ready anything. They can't ready anything until they maybe have a rush or a new character out. So could be interesting. It says it's up about 9% because people are just trying to invest in cards that might go up, right? And we've seen the first couple of cards that we looked at, the Yizma, the Rapunzel, the Tiana. These were $2 cards. Again, their abilities were a little better, but you never know that a $1 card is going to turn $10 because turn 6 Elsa is just so good that this turn 7 just cuts it out, right? So if you're already buying things on TCG Player, just add these dollar cards in, especially if it's it gets you over the shipping. It's free shipping on orders over $5 anyway, so that could work. Another card I thought was really interesting, going up about 100%. So you're basically making your money back on this card, is the Robin Hood Sharpshooter. There's a bunch of crazy good actions like Pirate's Life, the 6 cost down in New Orleans. We have King Undisputed that you can just play for free. These are about $10 now. They're about 4s for a long time, $5. So Sharpshooter could be a great card, especially ramping into it on turn 3. I did see some combos with the Raya that you could play this and then Raya on turn 5 and basically just not ready this. That seems really, really powerful. Actually, speaking of it, let's look at Raya. I don't remember which one it is. This one right here. So it is a rare, and then once per turn, whenever a card is put in your inkwell, you can ready another chosen character. They can't quest, but it doesn't matter because you want to keep the Robin Hood for that. These are cheap. I mean, they're rares, but you see, Doc is an $8 or $9 rare. So is this a sleeper card? This could also be a sleeper card. Just finding it on the market watch right now. So there's a bunch of these though. So probably look at cold foils for these. About $1 or $2. So if the Robin Hood seems to be one of the best meta cards, I think pairing it with this card could be amazing. And if you stayed to the end, thank you very much, because we show you the most underrated card at the last step of the market watch. Make sure you hit that sub button right now. Yeah? Did you do it? We're looking at Anna, Diplomatic Queen. I've talked about this card for a few weeks, but again, it's one of the cards that is a legendary, and it has 3 effects, so you can use it to utilize whatever environment that you need it to be in. Another thing that I don't know why it didn't get bought out is it's a queen. It works with the Aurora. You can use this in Amber Emerald, and if you're using it with the Aurora, you pay 1 less, so you pay 2, and then you pay 2 for it, so you're not having to pay 5 anymore for the ability. You're going to pay 4 for the ability, which I think is great. And the abilities are, each opponent chooses and discards. Chosen character gets +2 strength during this turn, or you can banish a chosen damage character. At $2, oh look, they're already going up. $3, see? $3 now. $1 up. $3 going up because I'm on page 4. Brr. All right, $2. Sorry, y'all, but still, it's basically $3 anyway. This card could be a sleeper card if you're picking things up already. Just add 1 or 2 of these in your cart because I can see this card becoming the $10 to $11 card like the other queens and princesses are. Thanks again for working in the workshop with us. We've been up late, we've been grinding, but it's going to be worth it when your stonks go up. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next video.